Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, Game 2. Clay Buchholz will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he just hasn't been able to get anyone out. Hitters are hitting over 300 against him this year. We'll see if something changes in this one.
And he falls behind 0-2. Buchholz into the windup. 0-2 pitch on its way. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Hit on the ground to short. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. George Springer will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. Preston Tucker will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third. Evan Gattis will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And that is through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third, and not in time as the second run scores. Luis Valbuena will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he lays off there 1-0. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. There is Pedroia. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. John Singleton set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Colin McHugh is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit to short. Correa takes it in. Throw on to first in time, one away. Dustin Pedroia gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And they got a great pitching performance in the opener of this series, so if they could get anything comparable here or the rest of this road trip, you can bet they'll take it.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And here, I think he's trying to get his hands into position to get rid of this ball quickly to second base, but instead, he doesn't even get any leather on it as it goes right by him for an error.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marisnick. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about Carlos Correa, you're talking about one of the great talents in today's game. Has an elite arm, aims to be a leader in the clubhouse. He's really everything you can ask for in a shortstop.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. Springer is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential. Jason Castro will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Jose Altuve will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Lined hard toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Center fielder number 6.
Jake Marisnick stands in, and he takes ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
He's out.
Carlos Correa gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base.
And, you know, he doesn't really have to do that much right here. With 1 out, there's a ton of different ways for him to drive that guy in.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
George Springer.
George Springer is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. Tap foul at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Travis Shaw will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
McHugh sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And reined in, one away. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. Chris Young will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Here comes the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They still find themselves down 6-0. Preston Tucker is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
On the ground to third. Shaw over to his left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Evan Gattis, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now batting, third baseman,
Luis Valbuena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Josh Rutledge digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
That's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. Managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Altuve onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Dustin Pedroia. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
One out and a runner on second base. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away. Hanley Ramirez, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Scorched to third. Balbuena fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. John Singleton is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
First baseman number 21.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter, number 15, catcher
Jason Castro is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
The second baseman number 20.
Buchholz sets. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Center fielder number 6.
Digging in now, Jake Marisnick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. The run scores from second. It's 7-0. Carlos Correa will dig in. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. The tag, and he is out. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. David Ortiz is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Into the seats, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Marisnick is under it. 1 away. Into the box now, Victor Martinez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Travis Shaw stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. The second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. George Springer heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The right fielder number 4.
Ripped down the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. To short, hit hard. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Left fielder
Preston Tucker will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Now batting, designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Luis Valbuena stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. John Singleton will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid...
1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. Make it 9-0. And he is in there. Jason Castro will be the batter. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Jake Marisnick digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Ground ball left side. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is... Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The batter,
Chris Young will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Young.
McHugh pauses. Here it comes. And a big swing as Young sends a drive out to deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run home run here for Chris Young. Home run number 5 on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Mookie Betts will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Dustin Pedroia will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Hanley Ramirez strides in, grounded out his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. David Ortiz steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Castro waits on it, and that's... Well, the Red Sox strike for 2. Carlos Correa steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
The right fielder, number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat. George Springer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Preston Tucker gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Up next for the Astros,
Evan Gattis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Here it comes on 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. Rutledge relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Victor Martinez will start things off when we come back. And here is Victor Martinez now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Maybe a leadoff base runner could get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
now batting,
Travis Shaw will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Pablo Sandoval will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit out towards second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
number 25.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He singled his last time up. McHugh's ready. First pitch on the way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Marisnick going back. Gone! A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr., but they still face a 7-run deficit. Chris Young will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And he will get there to make the running play. Pablo Sandoval is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Luis Valbuena is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit hard to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Now to the plate, John Singleton. Coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
The batter, number 15,
Jason Castro stands in as he looks at a called strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
The second baseman, number 27.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. In the dirt here, snap throw from the catcher. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hot shot to third. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between. Josh Rutledge steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Correa ranging into the outfield, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right
Mookie
fielder.
Betts digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. There is Valbuena on to first, and there were 2 down.
The second
Dustin
baseman,
Pedroia
number 15.
will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. McHugh gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the left side. Valbuena's got it on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Red Sox. Jake Marisnick comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Center fielder number 6.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1.
The batter, number
Carlos
1.
Correa tripled last time up, and he's set to bat again here. Anthony Varvaro will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now a ball high and deep, heading for the monster, and over the monster, home run. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. George Springer will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. From the stretch, line toward right center. Bradley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Hanley Ramirez will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Line towards center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. David Ortiz will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
1-0 count. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Under it is Marisnick, 1 away. Victor Martinez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Ready now, Evan Gaddis. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, third base.
Luis Valbuena steps in. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in, John Singleton. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swing and a line drive. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Sandoval has got it, and the side is retired. Will Harris will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Ken Giles will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Tucker comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Chris Young is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's a high pop-up. Valbuena is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Josh Rutledge gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Giles sets. First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So that just about does it for EK.